When you hear the word toxic, what does it really mean? Now, this may come as a surprise, but toxins in your life aren't just found in the poor food choices or the air that we breathe. Is it just about the negative people in your life, or does it go deeper into the products that you use and even your daily habits? What I'm finding is that most of us have a limited understanding of toxicity, but what if I told you that in order to 10x your desire for peace of mind, sense of relief, and vitality, you have to look at all aspects of your life. Is it time to recognize if that person, those things, and the products surrounding you may not be good for you? Or if you need to change something within yourself that may be hindering your growth so that you can see the transformation in your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional well-being. It's not just what we are eating, but it's also what or who is eating you. So join me today as we really open up what's sure to be a lively conversation about the surprising ways you can reduce toxic practices, manage toxic people, and get rid of toxic products to improve your health and your overall well-being. I want you to discover how small changes can move you forward, lead you to big benefits, from reduced stress to more energy to a more joyful and fulfilling life. I want you to know how to kick toxicity to the curb and embrace a healthier, happier lifestyle. So let's jump in today and talk about it. Hi, friends. Welcome to Start Living Sustainable. I'm your host, Cynthia Harvey Brown. In this podcast, I'm going to help you discover sustainable ways to improve your overall health and well-being in your home. And I'm going to show you how to do this without spending a lot of time or money, all in partnership with God. Yes, if you're ready to show yourself some love, experience a new level of wellness, build faith, and align your values with God's vision for your life, then you're in the right place. Pour out the diet soda, and we should talk about those yoga pants. Let's have some serious fun in today's episode. Are you feeling drained by toxic vibes? Are you wondering if products and habits are more of a foe than a friend? Well, then it's time for a detox. Book a healthy home detox audit session with me so you can learn how to break down the different types of toxins that can sneak into your life, whether it's the household products that you might be using that could very well be harming your health, or those pesky habits that keep you stuck and procrastinating, even though you know you want to move forward. Let's talk about some easy and effective solutions to cleanse and boost your well-being. I don't want you to just imagine a life with more energy, less stress, and a lot more peace. I want you to know you can have it. Sounds good, right? If you are ready for this, click the link below. It'll take you to www.startlivingsustainable.com and book your session for a fun. I say fun because we do a little scavenger hunt, but it is an insightful journey for my clients. And it leads to a healthier, happier you. Just the other day, I was feeling overwhelmed by all the tasks and the to-dos that I had sitting in front of me at my desk. And I just needed to get up and leave my office and go for a walk. What really changed my mood in an instant was when a total stranger that was walking by me looked at me and gave me a big smile. And I smiled back. And that one brief exchange, it altered my mood. It changed my mindset. And I was able to walk back to my office with a whole new perspective, a fresh look at what was in front of me. It made all the difference in me getting back on track, doing the things that I needed to get done that day. So what does come to mind when you hear the word toxic? Well, the definition is it's something harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive and insidious way. When you think about pervasive or insidious, realize that things that are harmful or unpleasant to you, you don't even realize it's happening. It makes me recall how these hidden toxins in your home, they're hiding in plain sight. You've heard me say that before. And this is how we don't associate some of the conditions, symptoms, the things we're feeling with what is around us. When I encounter some toxic people or became aware of some toxic practices that I was exhibiting myself, I was able to do something about it. We know and are aware of the fact that toxic people, products, produce, and practices can enter your life and have an effect on you, right? What we need to know is there are practical solutions that you can take and actually reap the benefits of knowing how to address some of these issues. But it's really important to understand, generally speaking, anything toxic is not good for you. So when you hear that word toxic, maybe you picture negative people who drain your energy, or bad habits that are holding you back, or unhealthy practices that disrupt your life. It could be any and all of those things. If you thought of any of these, you're right. There are various forms of toxicity. You've probably run into that person that put off some really negative vibes or energy and found them to be toxic. You may not know as much about products and produce that can be toxic, or practices that you may be involved in and unaware that they're toxic. Let's talk about how a person with characteristics that can be toxic and how they can affect the way you feel and impact your life. The person, whether it's something inside of you listening to your negative self-talk, or it can be someone in your life that exhibit these types of characteristics, like poor listening skills. They are defensive, or they take offense easily. They can be controlling and tend to have a manipulative or controlling nature. These are behaviors that are exhibited in a person that can be toxic or just hard to be around or have a conversation with. So look for these types of behaviors in people that are toxic. The effects of this type of toxic relationship is definitely not healthy. It can drain you mentally and emotionally and cause stress, anxiety, and even depression. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter where the toxic influence is coming from. If you're getting headaches, as an example, or you can't sleep well, that can weaken your immune system. If it's a toxic relationship or a toxic product, it can have the same effect on your body. Let's talk about toxic products and produce. Some common toxic products are household cleaning products, personal care products, plastics of any kind, and chemical substances. When you think about toxic products or toxic produce, it can be food with high pesticide residues. Processed foods, another one that has a lot of additives and preservatives, and those toxins can affect your health. I want you to be mindful about chemical exposure and toxic products and produce that is leading so many to have chronic illness, hormonal imbalances, allergies, and a host of other health issues that you want to avoid. Toxic practices is like procrastinating or thinking that everything has to be perfect. These are just examples of toxic practices because they can actually hold you back from moving forward. Some other examples of toxic practices are excessive screen time. And I'm talking about spending more than 10, 15 hours a day on a tablet, your phone, in front of the TV. That's excessive. Or if you're overworking, if you're working more hours than you can manage to be productive and do it well, then poor time management is something that can be toxic that you want to look at. And of course, any practices that involve unhealthy eating habits and not reading the labels and understanding what the ingredients are in a product or a medication and what the side effects can be once those things get into your system. Not being mindful about that can affect your health and well-being. So that as well can increase your stress levels. You can get burnout, poor physical health, and it can reduce the quality of life. So toxic practices are something that you also want to avoid, eliminate, reduce, get rid of. Let me share some simple solutions to reducing toxic influences in your life, including dealing with toxic people. And that can mean setting some realistic boundaries, giving yourself space, and limiting interaction or contact whenever possible so that you can have that peace of mind to enter into maybe a difficult conversation with your energy level where you need it to be. Dealing with toxic or managing toxic relationships also mean that you have or you seek out supportive relationships, friendships that can encourage, edify, and lift you up. Now let's talk about some solutions when put in place can really help reduce toxic influences in the area of products and produce. It's really about choosing natural and organic products, reducing your use of plastics, as I said earlier, and opting for fresh and organic produce. Eliminating toxic practices, well, that's another whole story, but it can be done by practicing digital detox, like turning off your Wi-Fi at night, allowing yourself so many hours a day and sticking to whatever that time frame is. You might say to yourself, I'm only going to be on my devices 8 hours a day, and that's it. Prioritizing rest and a work-life balance is going to help you adopt healthier habits when it comes to eating, when it comes to practicing digital detox. It's about managing your time wisely and not overindulging in something that can actually be stressful. Okay, here's a couple simple solutions that can help you reduce toxicity in your life that I find to be simple, and that is to be grateful, to incorporate joy and positivity, finding ways to laugh and to smile, finding joy in small actions or little things in your life. It could be as simple as watching a funny movie and laughing out loud and just being around positivity. That can help you stay motivated and uplifted. If that toxicity is inside of you, if it's something that is preventing you from moving forward, maybe you're procrastinating, maybe you're stuck and you just kind of feel like you can't do whatever that thing is that you want to do because it has to be perfect. No, you've got to move past that and understand that you have to give yourself permission to not be perfect and be okay with that. So there are many benefits to reducing toxic influences in your life, and it can certainly improve your physical health. It reduces chemical exposure so that you're not around a lot of substances that can be getting into your system, making you sick. Once you reduce the toxic influences, your nutrition will be better. You will have increased energy levels and enhanced mental and emotional well-being. So we want that because it can lower stress levels and improve your mood when you're in a not so good mood. We've all been there, right? And it gives you a greater sense of peace. Overall, you're going to have a better quality of life when you eliminate or reduce any kind of toxicity in your life. I want you to understand and address toxicity wherever it exposes itself. Whenever you see that coming up, and if you remember nothing, remember these two key points. First, identify and eliminate toxic influences any way you can. Recognize toxic products, produce, people, places, practices, and take steps to set boundaries. Choose healthier options whenever you can, and adopt better habits to reduce the stress from your life. That will improve your health. Number 2 is to rebuild with positive influences. So cultivate a supportive environment in your home and develop healthier relationships with those people that are in your life. You want to develop habits that can actually produce positive outcomes in every aspect of your life. That being said, are you ready for this? If you're tired of putting your health on the back burner, let me know you're ready to prioritize your health and detox your life by signing up for my Healthy Home Body Detox Audit session so that we can identify and eliminate harmful products and practices from your home. Connect with us on startlivingsustainable.com to book your session today. So together, I can help you recognize toxic influences in your home, understand the impact they may be having on your health, and I'll show you how to take practical steps to cleanse your life. Don't wait. Schedule your appointment now at startlivingsustainable.com and let's begin this journey. It's your time to take inventory of your life and assess any toxic influences that you find there and take steps towards reducing them. Let's go ahead and kick those toxic influences to the curb together. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you back here next week. Thank you for joining me here today at Start Living Sustainable. Please take a moment and head over to Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. That really lights me up. If you were encouraged or blessed in any way, show your love and share the episode link with someone that you know that may benefit. Thank you so much, and until next time, God bless you, sis.